Hello everybody. Bit of a late night sorting, organizing stream. Gonna be going through cards I've had sitting around for a few years. Time to start organizing them and then getting ready to put them into a binder. Because it's getting to the point where I can't remember what I have. So when I go out to a card shop or something, I have to really try and remember. So how I'm going to do it first is I'm going to make piles based on type. So for example, Dratini is typically a normal type. So I'll make a pile of normal type Pokemon. I'll have a pile of, I guess, fighting and rock kind of Pokemon. And then fire, water, so forth, so on. Oops. My webcam is not my usual webcam, so if I hit this stand by mistake, it's going to be a little shaky. So there'll be, what is it, 7, 8 different piles based on type. And then I'll further break that down by Pokemon. That probably won't happen today, though. That'll take way too long. Probably won't even finish this, to be honest, tonight. But anyway. Hello, Blamo. Let's get started. I guess we'll put the normal type. Let's see. I have enough room over here to my left, so I'm going to put normal type all the way to my left. Some of these I have no idea what's about to be in here. Okay. Reverse Eevee and Dratini, so those will go normal type together. I don't think I'm going to remove them from top loaders and stuff like that right now. Let's see, let's put this... Where am I going to put all my garbage? Stick it off here. Alright, so we'll do normal and then fire, water, thunder. So let's do rock fighting, like... Actually, no, we'll do rock fighting over here. Alright, so that's not an original 151, so he's going to get stuck off to the far side over there. Alright, so this is... I'm only going to be sorting the holos and reverse holos that I have, so this is a card I bought to get graded. So this is going to go into its own grading pile, because this is a gray stamp Vulpix. So my grading cards are going to go up here. Psychic we'll put Psychic up here. It's another first edition that won't be going in the binder. First edition gray stamp Doduo up there. Up here. The ones I'm going to be sorting are mostly just my holo, reverse holo, non-first edition. It's a certain type of card I'm sorting, so that's not getting sorted. There. Did I buy this to get graded? I think I did. Yeah, so we'll put that in the... I have so many piles. Grading. Yeah, because that was a pack fresh card. Alright, so Jinx is normally Psychic type, so she is going to go in the Psychic pile. I don't care what type the card says, I gotta make it easier on myself. Nice reverse holo. Unseen Forces. And a really cool Omastar, Legend Maker reverse. So we'll do fire, water, Psychic up here. Legend Maker reverse Tentacle, water. Normal Doduo, Emerald reverse. Water Krabby, one of my favorites, Crystal Guardians. First edition, Golbat. Holland Phantoms Primeape, that is fighting. Here, I'll move him over here, we'll see how this goes. So we'll do fighting here. Let's see. Do fire, water, normal. Actually, normal should be up here because that pile is going to be pretty big. Fighting. Rock. Not for the binder, so that will go over here. It's not an original 151 Kanto Pokemon. Yeah, I agree that the vintage hollows are the way to go. Yeah, I love the way that these cards look compared to modern cards. I like some modern cards, but usually just like the normal hollows. The full arts are kind of hit or miss for me. Okay, so these here, I think, are actually, a lot of these are from the last convention I went to. Look at that Haunter. There was a guy there selling some really good prices on these cards. And I was able to make a big deal with them too, so even the prices that might be on some of these, I got them cheaper. Alright, so Psychic. Water, fire. Electric we'll do up here. Tourist, normal. Clefairy. Look at that Eradicate. I love that one. This is one of my favorite artists. Yukiko Baba. I actually feel like I want to collect all of their cards. They're just so good. They're so, like, childish looking. Like a kid drew them, you know what I mean? It's like a Timu Sugimori. That's what I love about it. No disrespect to the artist. Crystal Guardians reverse goes... Can't even reach all the way up there. Jeez. Seal Water. Mewtwo reverse. Awesome Jigglypuff. Where's normal? There. Scyther. Oh, we need grass. Grass will go up here. Actually, I'm going to have to put grass. It's such a reach out of my way because I can't move my right arm too much, otherwise it bumps my camera. Hold on. I'll move this down a little bit. Slide that. You got into it at the end of the EX series. I wish I never got out of it, obviously. Would have loved to have been collecting it during E-series. I don't normally go for non-Kanto Pokemon, but man, that Lotad art is probably the best artwork for that card ever, for that Pokemon. Look at that. Just a sly little stealthy tadpole thing. All the way up there. We're gonna move it there. Ominate, and there's an Omastar to go along with this card, which looks really good. Legend Maker Aaron. I think Omastar has some of the most like slept on cards in Vintage. Once again, don't normally buy non-Kanto Pokemon, but look at that Swablu. Had to get that. It's like $1. Crystal Guardians Bulbasaur. Awesome Venusaur. Alright, that is for the grading pile. It's a gray stamp Machoke that is in really good shape. Get the dust off of here, hold on. Oops. Put that there. Don't forget to like the stream if you guys are popping in. I might post this in my Discord. Oh, give me a second. I wasn't originally going to do it, but get more people in here. It's pretty late, so don't think too many people are going to be up. Is the link? Yeah, I'll blast it out on my social media. Give me a moment. It's probably too late to just rely on YouTube notifications. Okay. Shoot, where did I put my water? Yeah, I sold almost all my childhood cards. I have a very small remaining collection of like mostly the Japanese cards I had. I got the best condition ones graded. And then the ones that I can't grade, I still have in my original binder page. Do a video on it one day. Okay. Where were we? But they really jam these. I do not recommend that you take this many cards and jam them in a card saver. Goodness. Damn, that is a cool Zubat. So that goes here. One of my favorite Rattatas. Normal type. Persian. Dodrio. So you're going to notice something, and I'm probably going to notice it too. A lot of these I buy on like TCG Player, sometimes eBay, sometimes card conventions. Especially on TCG Player, they are so cheap. I mean, some of these cards are talking like 10, 20, 30, 40 cents. So sometimes I just add it to my cart, and if I end up having a double of it already, I mean, it is what it is. I'll just sell it, trade it, whatever the hell, put it in a different binder. So you'll see some cards that I end up with more than one of, just because I'm like, you know, I don't really know if I have that. And because I don't have these organized in a binder, I can't easily just check a binder. So that's why I'm finally doing this. So you will notice there will be some double and probably triple dips on some of these cards. All right, let me open these just so I can get it out of the way. Thank you. This is an interesting package. There's a theme with this, you'll see. I got this for a crazy deal. Otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. Whoa, man, that's exploded. The styrofoam that's in there just like popped out. Interesting style of packaging on this. Pop that back in there. Oh, hold on, there's still a card in there. Imagine I would have never noticed that and threw this out. Okay. I'm just going to turn them around one at a time, and you're going to see what we're dealing with here. Lapras First Edition non-holo. Lapras First Edition holo. Lapras non-First Edition holo. And then they threw me in a bonus Pokeball. Take that. I'll just throw this Pokeball, actually. Not terrible shape on that. Throw it behind me here. Alright. This, I'm not sure what's in here. I think I know what might be in here. Find out. So I don't have many Pokemon binders at all. That's why I'm going through these right now. So I can start making my binders. I have binder ideas. I want to do a Kanto binder with the original 151. Every page is just one Pokemon with various like reverse holos. I specifically love collecting reverse holos mostly. Ah yes, okay. I think I know what this might be. I think I bought these for grading. These were advertised as being pack fresh and they looked really good. I believe. Because I wouldn't have bought a Swinub otherwise. But even though that is Komiya artwork, which I love it. Sleeves. So these should be pretty, I mean I can't see it because I have that in a sleeve, but these should be pretty amazing shape. Off center on the back, but you can see there's like a little white dot up there, but these are one of my favorite Magmars. Freaking Yukiko Baba strikes again. That may be the best Magmar art ever. Look at that, a smug, cute little bastard. So these... Wait, maybe these weren't pack fresh. They're pretty damn good though. Look at this Heracross. Like I said, I don't normally dabble into non-Kanto Pokemon, but when I do, I don't miss. One of the best Sandshrews, maybe the best Sandshrew. Really good shape on that too. Reverse Dratini. Okay, so this goes there. Ground type. This goes in the non-Kanto pile. Fire. Man, the fire pile is pretty low right now. That'll change. Chikorita. Swinub. How's the Digivice going? Man, that thing is work, let me tell you. I've lost my second set of Digimon. I let them die today. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I've had 4 deaths. I'm so bad. Alright, Omastar. That matches the Ammonite we saw earlier. Really awesome Omastar, one of my favorites. Turtle. Wingull, once again, just badass artwork for a non-Kanto Pokemon. Sometimes I just get, I mean, for $5, and I think, you know, I usually try and make deals, so I probably got this for $3 or $4, or bundled it with something else. How can you pass up on a Crystal Guardians Reverse Holo for a few dollars, right? Like, I don't care what Pokemon it is. Let's move that price sticker, because this Rhydon is pretty nice. Hello, computer. Rock pile. Nice Sandslash. Raichu. Wait, where's my electric pile? Did I... Oh, right, it's the Magnemite up there. Speaking of Magnemite, nice Legend Maker reverse. Man, could we just please go back to this era of reverses where it literally looks like a holo? Like, come on. What the hell is Pokemon Company doing? Can't pass up a Komiya artwork. They're just the best. Power Keeper Omastar. Magnemite reverse. Crystal Guardians. Starmie. Tentacool. This, I think I got for $40 or $45. They had this incredibly underpriced at my convention that I went to. I forget how much a first edition Magneton Neo Holo normally goes for, but in this shape, I mean, this was... They mispriced this thing. So that was a crazy deal. This will go... This isn't going in the binder. It's not exactly a reverse. Ah, what the hell? I'll just put it here anyway. Seeking... Oh, okay, so... E-reader cards. I think I need to make a separate pile for e-reader. Because I'm working on an e-reader binder. I forgot about that. So, e-reader cards specifically that are Aquapolis Expedition. Skyridge. So I think the Dratini. I can eventually show you guys my e-reader binder that I was working on before the prices went freaking bananas. You're gonna see the prices I paid for e-reader cards here tonight, and it's gonna make me sad. It's gonna make you guys. It's gonna make everybody sad. I was collecting e-reader reverse hollows when like you can get tons of them so cheap, under $10. Some of them, like big Pokemon too. Now they're just forget about it. Like every time I try and collect something in Pokemon, it just goes insane, and then I can't collect it. So it happens every time. I try and get like a niche going, and nope, forget about it. There's an awesome Wilmer card that's like a knit doll. Yeah, the knit cards are going crazy. Yeah, they're people really love those cards. Sandslash is good. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of crazy good cards here tonight. If you like the original 151, that's pretty much all we're gonna be looking at. Do I own an e-reader? No. I just like the Pokemon cards. One of my favorite Abras. Look at that background. This is why I sometimes like reverse hollows in this style, because you can still appreciate the background artwork. Sometimes it's a little hard to make out. Alright, so let me keep my e-reader. I'm going to turn my e-readers to the side. Magmar. Oh, this is Triumphant, isn't it? See, I almost bought this card like a month ago, and I forgot I already had it. So I'm a big Marill fan. So that means by extension, I'm interested in Azumarill and Azurill. The reason I like Marill so much, back in the day when I was really young, my first ever website I ever made was for Pokemon, and it was called Peekaboo. So that's why I like Marill so much, because Peekaboo was Marill before you know it come to the US. Everybody referred to him as Peekaboo. Give me a second. Okay. Some of these may need a top loader on standby, like specifically this guy right here. One of the best side deck cards. Let me grab a top loader for that. Yeah, and it wasn't even Peekaboo with an E, it was like Peekaboo, B-L-U. I remember poring over the Peekaboo spoilers at school, printed off an inkjet printer. Man, I totally did that. I was the person that printed out those things, like the spoilers. But I was so evil back then in school. I took spoilers from like Pokemon Gold and Silver before my friends like really knew what it was. And I pretended that you can like unlock those Pokemon in Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow. And I made up like fake ways to unlock them, and man, it was devilish because some of my friends actually tried to get them. It's fun though. I still have those papers somewhere. I hope I never threw them out. Anyway, Machoke, one of my least favorite original 151. I love all the original 151 Pokemon, but man, Machoke, not one of my favorites. Yukimori Oddish Reverse. Thankfully, I bought a lot of these long ago because I'm sure cards like this now are... Yukimori cards now are just insane. Absolutely insane. Delta Species Weezing. Is that a Baba? It is a Baba. I love Baba's artwork. Beautiful Rapidash. Look at that Rapidash. So this person at the convention I bought this from, they had it marked for $50. I looked it up, and this was only going for like $15 to $20. That's why sometimes you should look it up. And when I went to go put it back, they actually asked like if it was too much. I said, yeah, it's normally like 15 to 20, so they gave it to me for 20. But then they also gave me a deal on top of that. So sometimes it's worth, you know, sometimes it's worth checking. Moltres. Another Baba. I think Baba might be a top 5 artist for me. Yukiko Baba. Psychic. We're doing Lickitunga normal. Delta species. There. Water. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put this guy up here. He's not meant to be there. Oh man. One of my favorite Cubones. Once again, a Yukiko Baba. Like for real. Slept on artist. Haunter goes up here. What pile was this again? Put that there. Nidoran. Dragon Frontiers. That goes in... Ooh, what are we doing for that? What pile would Nidoran so dark? I guess I'll put Psychic and Dark kind of characters together. I don't know. What pile would you guys put the Nidoran family in? Would you put that with Grass or would you put that in the Psychic pile? Grass is mostly going to be Bug Grass. And then I guess I could do like a Psychic Dark pile. It's more so for me where I can more quickly be like, okay, Nidoran, okay, this pile here. Whatever I can more quickly think. What color are most Nidoran, Nidoking, Nidoqueen cards? Are most of them green? Because at the end of the day, like right now, this is just to further break down these piles by Pokemon. So right now it's just like whatever makes it easier for me. I'm trying to think. I don't think I put any in here, did I? Yeah, I think normal's going to be big enough as it is. So, well, we'll put them in grass. Crystal Guardians Bulbasaur. Don't forget to like the stream if you're coming in. Helps out. Oh, yes. Thank the heavens I bought this back in the day. What kind of top loader they got this thing in? They got it in they got it sandwiched in 3 top loaders. Alright, well, we're gonna remove that. Of course, I just cut my nails. The peeling tape is not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Is that Skyridge? Skyridge Reverse Lapras. Crazy. I don't even want to know what people are paying for this right now. Spoilers, it's not cheap. Well, whose artwork is this? Kasube. Like that. Vulpix. Machamp. One of my favorite Machamp cards. I don't normally love Machamp cards, but I like that one. I like this Electrode. Cute. Meowth. What was my normal here? This was... So these are a mix. This isn't like... Some of these are from mystery boxes I bought. This came in a mystery box. So I don't really care where this goes. We're just gonna put that there. This was also a mystery box. This is back when you'd get stamped reverse hollows and mystery boxes like they were bulk cards. Must have been nice. Deoxys. Zubat. That is... Poison Dark. Right? Yeah. Even though it's grass, we're putting it in that pile there. hold on. Cards there. I got them in a box here, but they're falling down in a bad way. I'm gonna take them out from a different side here. All right, so this is gonna mix things up. Oh, hold on. Still gotta go through these. Bought that because it's a Baba. Sorry, not a Baba, a Mori. Clay art. Got a Onyx Quapolis. Really nice. Rock. Arcanine Aquapolis. Oh, shoot, what am I doing? Alright, I'm supposed to be putting these in their own pile. I didn't mess up and put any other Wizards of the Coast e-reader cards in these piles, did I? I think so. No, the Sandshrew... Oh, you're saying Sandshrew isn't underrated. Because I'm trying to keep... Yeah, that's not from the Wizards of the Coast set. Trying to keep the Quapolis Expedition Skyridge Reverse e-readers in their own pile here for my binder. Sorry. If I tap my camera, it's going to be like an earthquake. Skyridge Starmie. God damn. Beautiful. One of the best Starmies. I bought this in a Starmie lot like a year ago, where it was nothing but Starmie cards. Excellent condition. Look at this Charmeleon. Come on with these reverses. What are they doing these days? Like, how can this... Hold on, where's one of the... Let me get one of these other random ones. You know, it's like no shade against a reverse that's sort of like this. But come on. How can you argue that that is the reverse holo that we want? Alright, so that goes here. Love this Poliwrath. Water. Fire red leaf green Raichu. A little hard to tell it's a holo. Butterfree. Man, it's going to confuse me. Because most of the Nidorino family line cards are going to find are not going to be grass. I just feel... They feel dark to me. Like, so this pile here, I specifically want to target, like, the Zubats, the Golbaks, the Weezings, the Coughings. Like, and to me, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, they kind of target that, like, same... I'm going to stick them there. Just because mentally, as I'm sorting these, it's just going to be easier for me to know that that's where they're going. Wait, what the hell was I doing here? Wait, this was a Psychic pile. Oh boy. Psychic Dark. What am I doing? What pile is this? That was my grass. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, so you go in with these. I'm gonna make this like Psychic Dark style card. That Haunter though. Psychic Dark style. So cut that off there. Grass goes here. Let me just move grass to the left. There. So my favorite underrated Pokemon, I've been taking a liking to Garbodor. Just because it's a literal sack of garbage, and I think that's just like such an odd, weird design. I want to start collecting. I don't collect many like modern Pokemon, but when I do, I collect Garbodor. Well, I will be. I just love him and Trubbish. Like there's something about him I really like. God, whenever I do these card stream, like where I'm like doing stuff with cards, my lower back just, holy crap. Ooh, the posture I must take in here when I'm like slouched over here looking through cards, just not good. One of the best look at this Persian. Look at that background. It's so surreal. Goodness. Kimura. One of the best Persians. Oh, I remember where I bought these. I got these at a small little sports card convention, sports card show. And there was like only a few tables there selling Pokemon. But this person was selling these, the vending cards, really cheap. Like $1 or $2 each. Look at that Farfetch with the Diglets. How can you not love Camille? Look at that. One of the best Rattata cards. Who did this? Himeno? Kogamaru Himeno? Amazing. There's some of my favorite artworks in these vending series. I'm not going to sort these. These aren't going in this specific binder I'm doing, but I'll show them to you guys anyway. Look at the seal in the cave. And then one of my favorite Pidgeys. Look at this Pidgey. In its natural habitat. It's like a Pokemon Snap card. Gonna put that back in this little baggie. And that will go up here. Yeah, late night YouTube. Alright, so these were from a mystery box that I unboxed in a YouTube video a couple years ago. Year ago? 2 years? I don't even know. So these are just random cards that I got included. So these are going to go in their own kind of pile. It was interesting getting this card because at the time I was doing a shiny only playthrough of Scarlet and Violet. And I got a shiny Caparaja as I opened that package. Bennett. Very nice Sneasel. I bet you the Sneasel might be worth something these days. Okay, I think this is one I pulled. I think I pulled this myself. I believe, this Pikachu, which I do like. It's just, these cards are all mixed up. Actually, alright, I'm going to make a separate pile for Modern. I'm just going to keep the Modern over to the side. Not Modern, not Modern, Modern. Well, I would classify it as Modern. That ain't a vintage looking card to me. Vintage. I bought these at a convention and the person said they were like mint ready to grade, but there was like some kind of film or like weird texture on the card. I was pretty mad about that after I found out. But love Chansey, so still like the cards. Master Ball Hollows I bought. Put those up here. Where did these come from? I think these, yeah, these are just part of a mystery box. Look at that. This was in a mystery box that I bought. They tried to sell it for $12. They couldn't sell it, so they threw it in the mystery box. This card now is like, the non-holo is like $100 practically. That's how insane E-Series is going. And that's not on the card, but look at the condition. I mean, it's almost gradable. It'd probably get like a 7 or an 8, depending on what company you go with. Probably like a 7. Maybe an 8 if you're lucky. Because that white dot there, if that's on the card, I think it is. It's pretty good shape. Let me put that here. Sneasel EX near mint is $85. That, I got that in the mystery box. Where is it? Crazy. Makes me wish I bought more mystery boxes back when I started doing them on YouTube. Those are fun. This is definitely near mint. I mean, this is almost gradable. Look at that. The corners are... They're like the itziest, bitsiest little white dot up there, but for real, this thing is Obviously, it's in a scratched up like card saver and penny sleeve, but no white dots on the edges and corners. Centering actually doesn't look that bad. I don't know how they measure. It's always like bottom heavy. That's just how these cards are. So like I think they measure from the bottom of the E up, and the centering actually looks pretty good. Personally, like I don't care to keep this card in my collection, so I may further examine this thing and then get it graded, which may help pay for like an entire grading submission in the future. So that's good to know. Arboroach, which is a Kamiya. Keep the Kamiyas. My Marrow, look at that beautiful Marrow. Giratina. Oh, these are from a mystery box as well. Magnezone. Corellia. Delcatty. Chansey Tops Hollow. Secret Uncommon Blank Name Chansey. One of my favorites. That will go up here. Stop shaking. Man, you guys ready to see another insane one? Once again, a card that came in a mystery box. You ready? Look at that. The Game Boy Dragonite. Obviously, it's like moderately played, lightly played condition, but still. That goes up here. This is another one that I bought. This is in a YouTube video. I bought like a random collection from somebody that didn't seem to know what they were selling. And in that lot was this Pikachu, like hidden. I saw it in the picture, and basically nobody else noticed but me. So even in like moderately played, lightly played with like a little dented corner there, this card was at the time, it was worth like $80 to $100. I think it was like an $80 card. Now it's more for sure. But I'm keeping that because that's an awesome Pikachu. Actually, this Pikachu, put him in that pile. Bought that at a card shop. Chansey. Okay. Non-holo. Even the non-holo E-Series will go over here. This was also a mystery box Pikachu. Quapalas Eevee. Jirachi. Nice Slowking. Mystery, once again, mystery box. And look at the shape it's in. It's really... Some people are really generous with mystery boxes with Pokemon cards. This is certainly near mint. Holo, of course, is going to have scratches. Slowking always does, but the back, I mean... A little corner wear up there, down here, but... Lightly played, maybe? Lightly played plus. Sorry, it's like so easy for me to hit this. I don't have my normal camera, so I'm dealing with a very shaky phone on a wobbly arm. Shaman. Awesome Turtwig. It's Pop Series 6. Chansey. I gotta eventually find my original Chansey that I had as a kid. When I sold all my Pokemon cards, the only card I saved from English, like for sure, was Chansey. I just don't know where she is. I know I still have her though. Ooh, an EX Magmar. It's a derpy 3D artwork on that, but at this point, any of these crazy EX Holos are worth having. That goes... What was this pile again? That's non-Kanto Pokemon. Goes up here. Smeargle. Ludicolo. Kamiya. I kept my Japanese Dark Charizard, and I got it graded, and it ended up getting a 8.5, I believe. And I was surprised, because the way that I stored that card, boy, that was not stored the best. Alright, we got a juicy stack here, I can tell. Alright. Don't have many Kabutops cards, so it's good to get a Kabutops. Kabutops goes here. Look at that look at that holographic Pokeball effect in there. Oh man, that is so cool in this light. Look at that. Damn. I've never actually seen, like, I've seen this card under different lighting and in pictures, but I've never actually like sat here and look at that. It legit looks like the Pokeballs are 3D. Oh man, am I really gonna have to start hunting this reverse Pokefoil effect now? That looks so good. The light captures it so nice here. Komiya Doug Trio. This was from a, I remember one of the mystery boxes I bought, I think they asked like what kind of cards I liked, and I told them I'm specifically going for like E-Series reverse holo, so they threw me in a Magnemite. I already had one. Awesome Squirtle. I think this is Fire Red Leaf Green. Reverse. Beautiful Rapidash. I mean, just look at this. $10 for a Crystal Guardian Squirtle reverse. This is what I was dealing with the conventions back in the day. This is why I'm like, I don't want to say depressed over it, but like I'm sad about what happened to E-Series, because I loved collecting, sorry, not E-Series as well, but stamped reverse holos. I just can't believe what has happened to the price of these cards. It's so hard to collect them now. It's crazy. I'm glad I collected what I did when I did, though. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so we got some more vending. Awesome Nidoran. Goes up here. Paris, that would go here. Omastar. Water. See, look. I have a second one, but look at, I mean, I probably got this for the equivalent of maybe 2, depending on how I bundled the card. $4 for this Komiya Reverse Doug Trio. Look at that, 2 of them. Beedrill. Nidorina, nice Nidorina. That goes in this pile. Oh, I got some of my signed cards. I was going to feature these in a video, but you guys will get a preview. Voice actor for Charmander, Michael Hagney. These are Topps cards that I personally opened myself, by the way. I think. I may have bought one at the show. Char. Pikachu. Fire Red Leaf Green Reverse. Just put these Charmanders up here. Geodude. Legend Maker Belt. Man, I forgot I had this. Look what I paid. $5, and I probably got it for, because I would normally make, like, I'd say, oh, would you take $3 for this, or $4? Or I bundled it with other cards. So, like, I probably got this for $3. I was at a convention, or a card convention, a couple months ago, and someone was trying to sell this card for, like, $40 or $50. Eevee. One of my favorite Digletts. The waves are coming. First edition Goldeen. Golduck Reverse. Grass for Executor. Awesome Hypno. It's another Baba. I love Yukiko Baba. Not the biggest fan of like the Pokeball stuff they got going on here. Psychic. Chansey up here. Vileplume. Paris. Chansey. Yeah, I mean, you can tell I get a lot of Chanseys. Hold on, I gotta move this pile I got over here. It's getting too big. This is my, like, random... I don't know what I was doing with this pile, to be honest with you. Oh, hold on, that's supposed to go in my... whatever that pile's supposed to be. I like Muck. One of the cheapest Wizards of the Coast holos ever. I still like them. Oh yeah, right. Just random MetaZoo in here. Somebody at a convention one time was I was looking through their stuff and I noticed they had MetaZoo stuff, and they just had this like sitting in a box or the binder. It's a MetaZoo Comic-Con card signed by Victor Larson. Looks like maybe Michael Peckham. I don't know. It's hard to read that signature. Poncho. That might be Kelsey Jachinko. Doesn't look like Mike Waddell signed it, but it's 4 of the artists. And I don't know, I got it for like $10. I was like, what the hell? This was at the peak of like MetaZoo is completely dead. They weren't coming back. Everybody was mad about it, but I still bought MetaZoo even when I was really pissed off about it. Put this somewhere else. MetaZoo anniversary live stream tomorrow. Oh, are they revealing anything special? What time is that tomorrow? I'll have to try and make that. I'll probably have to miss it. I don't think I'll be able to hang out for that. Venomoth. Oh my god, one of my favorite Cubones. $15. And I probably got it cheaper. I probably got it for like 12. 5 p.m. Eastern? Oh, okay, I can hopefully make that. Any idea what they're talking about? Are they going to reveal yokai? Look at this cute... Like, god, that art is so good. Such a sad card. Kangaskhan. Pidgey. Okay, here's some big boys. E-Series Reverse Pile. E-Series Reverse. I finally found this. I bought this like 3 years ago. And I could never find it. I don't know what I ever did with it, but I eventually found it recently. Really good shape. Like mint, near mint for sure. Gradable Beedrill first edition. The only problem with it is the centering on the back is definitely like off. There's a little nick down here. But yeah, I mean this is easily in probably like a CGC 8 at least. 8, 8.5. Not a 10. Centering is just too off, but this is another one that I bought in the past for grading. Sometimes if I see one that's up there and it's a great price, I don't very often look at first edition. I usually find these while I'm hunting for gray stamps. But looks like a tiny little nick up there. Corner ding. But this one to me looks more like a 9 because the centering is good and there's not much wrong with it. Whooper. Love the art on that one. Porygon. Gray Stamp Stormy. I think I got that because it's also really good shape. Gradable. I'm going to be... I only submit Gray Stamp when I do. I've been gathering Gray Stamps. I send it to CGC because they're one of the only ones that recognize Gray Stamp. So I got to keep using them. Kangaskhan. They're revealing OP details though. What is OP? Is this a Baba? This is a Baba. Man, I love Yukiko Baba cards. They're really growing on me. See, we have a Sea King from earlier, so now I know I have 2 of those. Random Modern Ditto. We'll throw him over there. E-Series Magneton. I just love how this Golem... This artist is known for, like, cramming their art into, like, the frame of the E-Series cards so they barely fit. Oh, Organized Play. That stuff doesn't pertain to me, but, you know, I know they need it to help be successful. Gray Stamp Abra. Good shape, gradable. Horsey. Awesome Nidoking. Jolteon. Rowlith. Look at this Dragonite. Oh. A very smug Golem. Horsey. Venusaur, Rhydon, Rhyhorn, sorry. If there is one Pokemon that I always mix the names up, it is freaking Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Like, always. I always swap their names. Cute little Vulpix. Raichu. Oh man, I'm so lucky I bought this Snorlax when I did. I bought this like not too long before. Not only did Komiya just start going crazy, but then also like all these mid-gen popular Pokemon reverse holos. I bought this when it was like $8 to $10, and now I think it's 50 plus. I don't even know. I just know it's a lot more now. May actually be my favorite Slowpoke card. Seriously, look at that. Look at that Slowpoke. And I just love the way that the pink and the green contrast with the blue. Dratini. It's like a stippled dot art style. That goes here. One of the best Hypnos from Komiya. I do have the Clefairy. We'll find it in here soon at some point. You can see the Clefairy. I'll keep them off to the side, so when I get the Clefairy, I'll show you guys what I mean. Blastoise reverse. Dragonair. Parasect. I mean, look at this. I was paying under $10 for E-Series Nidoran reverse, which is by far not even close my favorite Nidoran artwork. Look at that. I think this card now is over $100. Just to give you the context of like how insane E-Series cards are right now. Quilava. Gloom. Croconaw. Oh man. I bought this card at the right time. This blew up. I saw this card and I'm like, man, that is... At the time, this was the only like full art style Fearow card that existed, and I think it still may be. Look how awesome this Fearow is. This card now is like $70+ in really good shape. So if you're filling out like eventually I want to do a binder where I use a full art like illustrated kind of rare like IR style for all the Kanto Pokemon. So that way it'll be, you know, more modern cards. But in order to do it with Fearow, you pretty much need this card, and I think that's what a lot of people realized. Okay, we got sleeved. These should be some cheaper cards in here. These are usually cards I just get on like TCG Player. So these are all really cheap cards, but they're going to have awesome artwork. Wait. There we go. Nidoran, Weezing, Poliwag, Omanyte. Bought that because it's Komiya. Bellsprout. Cool Voltorb. I always imagine Kabuto's got to be one of the hardest Pokemon to do art for, because it's just like, it's not very expressive. It just kind of like, it's just always chilling there. I don't envy the artists that have to try and come up with creative artwork for him. Oh, hold on, that was the wrong pile. You go there. Like this Porygon. Kabutops. Rhydon. Alright, these ones that are in like stacks with multiple, we'll save that for a second. One of the best Jigglypuffs out there. I know I have more than one of these. Sitting in a tree. First edition, Surge's Magneton. What's there? Chansey. Ghastly, non-holo. Dark Weezing in really rough shape. This is apparently a promo, but that has some awesome artwork. These were from a mystery box. But this has a crease in it. Right there. But that's cool, because I sold my Ancient Mew a long time ago, 25 years ago, so at least I got another one. Swallow. Mewtwo, Ninetales. Those are mystery box, I'm sure. Chop. Ah. Man, I think this is my favorite Sandshrew. I know the Komio one with the little plant on his head is cute too, but I think this is my favorite Sandshrew. The artwork just reminds me so much of the 90s, like a surreal sort of like sci-fi fantasy. You know the sci-fi fantasy cards? The art cards? That's kind of what this reminds me of. So good. Rapidash. The E3 Pikachu that I flipped out on in a video, but then I realized that it was like the cheaper version and not the Red Cheeks version. You know what? That probably should be in a top loader regardless. Well, a lot of these should be in top loaders, but I don't want to be here all night. You. Probably my favorite Kabuto card. Once again, a Baba artwork. Baba just has a knack. I think I bought this card from an eBay seller. They literally shipped it. No top loader, no penny sleeve. They threw it in a sandwich bag and then into an envelope. It was a really cheap card, but yeah, I wasn't thrilled with the shipping on that. Okay, that's a stack. See there, I told you we'd find another Jigglypuff. I doubled up on this Electrode. But you know what? Some of these cards, I'm glad that I bought more than one of these days. Because, man, if I go to sell that now, it's a decent price. Krabby. Love this Ivysaur. Onyx. Oh, God. I double dipped on this Tauros. Look at the price I paid for this one. And then... Oh, it's right back here. Oh, sorry, I take that back. This was the stamp version. Okay, I didn't double dip. I didn't pay 32. I paid much cheaper for it, but it shows you the difference. Back in the day, this was 7 for the holo, and then stamp is... Well, that's what they expect these days. I just like the holo pattern on the stamp much more. You can see the difference. Yeah, that Electrode is great. One of my favorite Wigglytuffs. What do we have in here? Oh, is this what I think it is? Yes, I believe it is. I think I have to keep these together, if it's what I think it might be. I think this might be the seller that I got cards from that advertised them as pack fresh, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Because why would I buy a Yanma? There had to be a reason. Starmie, yes, I believe these were supposed to be pack fresh. Yes, so I bought these for the sole purpose of grading. Because they looked really good to me and the price was really good. So I think I picked up the Apom with the Ambipom as well. Yeah, so this, I'm hoping to grade these. I don't know who I'm going to go with yet. Definitely not PSA, though, I'll tell you that freaking much. Crazy, hell no. Not these days. But I would love to get both of these in like a same grade. I don't care if it's a 10, a 9, whatever. I just want them to be sequential with the same grade. If you look at the backs on all these, they should all be... Oh. Oh, they doubled up on some of them? Did they really? Maybe some of these weren't grade worthy, and then some of them were. I have no idea. Forgot that they were... I hate it when sellers do this sometimes, because then I forget that they're back there. Beautiful Pidgey. Yeah, this is definitely the pack fresh seller. Oh, I love that Ammonite. But now I can't show you guys the back of the card. But if you look at this one, like all the cards are like this pretty much. Maybe a little teeny white dot or something. But they're all grade worthy. So I'll probably comb through them and grade them over time. Put those back in a bag just so I know I don't want to get these mixed up. What bag did I get these from? This. Well, I could also be like, oh, all the cards that have M written on them. Whatever that means. Come on. It's like the most janked up, dirty sandwich bag they put this thing in with the tape. I'm gonna leave it over here. Okay. Drowsy. Almost started. This was from a mystery box. This one's in really bad shape. Look at that. Definitely damage. But whatever, throw it in a binder. I have another one of those I just saw earlier tonight. This was also from a mystery box. Much better shape on this though. Smeargle. Oh man, I did get this Drowsy. Awesome. This was from a mystery box too. It's creased. Perfect for a binder. Call me a Drowsy. That's definitely not cheap these days. Hole and Phantoms Pikachu. Yep, this was from the same mystery box, I believe. How do I know? Because this thing is literally in a top loader right now with no penny sleeve. Oh my god, are you serious? I feel like I gotta be careful if I try and take this out right now. Let me get a penny sleeve. Crazy solid, like, come on. But this was a mystery box of somebody that didn't really know Pokemon, so I guess I don't blame them, but... is it better to try and get it out like this, probably? It is what it is. Whatever's gonna give it the least amount of scratches. Because this is a big one. Trick. War Turtle. Golem. I really like the new IR for Goldeen that released in, what's the new set? Pitch Black? Whatever the new one is with the Goldeen illustration rare. That's a good, nice Goldeen. Alright. Check these. These are a little bent. Ammonite, Horsey, Seeking. This might be the first Seeking card we saw tonight. Apparently I didn't get many of those here. Spearow. And the curvature on these is not amazing. Coughing. Love this Spearow. Goldeen. What is that? That's Fire Leaf Green, Nidoran, Rhyhorn, beautiful Staryu, Seal. I know I have the matching artwork for this somewhere. We'll come across it. All right. These piles, I don't know if I trust them. Guess we'll keep going. Alright, now these ones in here may not be individually sleeved. Because I have other stacks here, and a lot of these are so cheap they don't even put them in penny sleeves. Pitch black, yeah. I might get into like not buying the sealed packs, but buying individual like singles for Kanto Pokemon that are like the IRs for that are cheap. Like there's an awesome Tauros that's like $4 right now. I think that was perfect order. And then there's a Eradicate. There's a lot of really good cheap, more current Kanto modern Pokemon cards that I like. All right, so these are definitely getting into. These are like ones I'd get on TCG Player. Really cheap ones, but they're Kanto. They're like mid-era reverse hollows, so that's what you're gonna see here. Just appreciate the artwork. Let me move these E-Series cards out of the way because I don't think we're gonna be seeing any more E-Series. But just to show you what, just from organizing all the extra E-Series that I now have from my binder. I'll probably do a video on my E-Series binder after I slot in what I gotta slot in. Some of these are doubles. Let me put that in here. Come on. Meryl, because who would not buy a Meryl that looked that cute? Awesome art. Who's the artist? Shebush? It's sheep. I can't read that. It's the pink background. It's hard to read that font. Ponyta. Spiro. Horsey. Baba Tentacle. Weedle. Love that Venonat. Grimer. Diglett. Whoops, wrong pile. I saw the Psychic Tentacle. Krabby. Oh, I think this might be the first Cloyster we saw tonight. It's a nice one. I just love going on TCG Player and picking through like reverse hollows that are literally like pennies. As long as the art's cool and it's a Kanto Pokemon and it's a reverse, take it. Then you make a cart of like 20 cards and the total's like $4 or $5. It's so great. One of my favorite Persians. Is that Baba again? No, that is Sekio. Sekio also makes similar kind of like Sugimori looking cards. Kingdra, Azumarill. Wigglytuff in normal pile. Very primitive looking Golem. Awesome Psyduck. I mean Golduck. One of my favorites. One of my favorite original Pokemon. Golem. Poliwrath. Ooh, we might have some good stuff in here. I'm seeing a love disc. Oh, this isn't a binder page? What the heck is going on here? What do we have here? What? Okay, I have no idea where I got this from. Find out what's in here. They literally folded the binder page. God, these sellers sometimes. Ooh. So I'm gonna pull out the Sandshrew. I'll sleeve these up, or are they? Oh, it is sleeved. Okay. But the sleeve stayed in there. I'll get him a fresh sleeve. A little rough condition. Not the best. Good for a binder, though. Sandshrew is in this pile. Am I going to just pull all these out? I guess so. Left disc. Yeah, this is one of the cheapest, flimsiest binder pages ever. Liberal. Nice Ivysaur. Come on. They're really tight pages. If the penny sleeve gets stuck in there, he just gets a new one. Back. These card game streams kill me. It's just like the leaning forward. I don't know what. It just must be the way I sit forward when I do these streams with the cards. It's Magneton. Destroying my piles. Magnemite. Ooh, that is a scratch. Another page. These pages are kind of a pain. Chan. Aplum. Tropius. Is that a Baba? What is this? Fukuda. Not thrilled on the condition on these, but good enough for a binder. A lot of them are pretty moderately or damaged. Okay. Sip of water. Oh, another binder page. Ooh, I love that Poliwhirl. Nice Taurus. Normal. Really ugly. That might be like the worst muck card I've ever seen. That is a hideous 3D render. I like Cacturn. Doesn't even look like a Pokemon, that's why I like him. So weird. Alright, we only got to deal with, I think, one more binder page. Man, these are annoying. Stuff reminded you of MetaZoost. Game you collected back when I was an old man, yep. I remember those days. Nice crocodile. I like that Totodile. Cool Hoppip. And the last one from these pain in the ass binder pages. Cilio. Glad that's over. Alright, let's straighten these piles up. Say to straighten them up, I think I'm making them worse. So water pile, really high. Fire pile is way smaller than I expected. Normal pile is pretty big back here, you can't really see it. But normal and water are pretty much tied at the moment, and then fighting and rock here are not too far behind. Fire is pretty low. Let's add to that electric pile. Caterpie. Komiya card. Persian. Zubat. I guess I just like this Sandile. Not sure why I bought him. I guess he was cheap and he looked cool. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's not... That must have been a mistake. It's not reverse. Torrigan, Shelder, Komiya Larvesta. Coughing. Hitmonlee. Ooh, that's a cool Chandelure. Komiya, of course. Nidoran. Oh, thanks, Frostbite. Yeah, it's a bit of a little hidden channel. Gets mentioned here or there. The knitted Pokemon cards are starting to take off right now. Who's the artist? Ito? Soka Ito. Some of these are insane right now. Poliwag. Secutor. Fearow. Cubone. What the hell is Sand/Under? It's like a mushroom or something. I bought 2 of those back to back. It's a cool Poliwrath. Raticate. Not a lot of cool Raticate cards. That's one of them. One of the best Executes for sure. This Komiya Execute getting attacked by the Spearow. So good. Kakuna. Seeking. Horn. This I'm just going to keep sealed right now because that is super modern cards that won't be going in this set. Alright, we need sleeves. There's a whole bunch of cards here without sleeves. That's going to be a pain. These ones really just don't want to open for me. Terrible penny sleeves. Which ones are these? I think these are Fanatic sleeves. I'm not sure if Fusion Strike cards are going to go in this binder. I think I'm going to keep it a little older than that. Damn, that is some wear on that Weezing. I wonder what these are marked as. Probably moderately played, lightly played. What year is this? 2021. A card in that condition was definitely played. It's a cute coughing. All right, this might take forever. These penny sleeves are really problematic. I'll just thumb through these real quick. I'll sleeve these off stream. Also, these are way worse condition than I was expecting them to be. But for a binder, it's fine. It's a cool 3D render of Magnemite. It almost looks like a 3D model. Look at this Machoke card. It's one of my favorite Machokes. I don't like many Machoke cards, but that one's just so artsy. Okay. That's it for the unsleeves. Keep those to the side. Ooh. Glad I bought that Oddish when I did. I think this one is a little pricey now. Eradicate. I'm gonna put unsleeved over here. Magikarp. Oh, that's a nice side. Artist. Kimeno. Yeah, I've been noticing sometimes when I check artwork on these, it's always the same artist names. Man, it is getting uncomfortable sitting here. Shelder. Slowpoke. Duo. Nice Marowak. Haven't seen many Marowaks tonight. Come on, like you can throw a penny sleeve on these lazy TCG player sellers. It's a nice dugong. It's literally a penny. But I guess when your profit margin is like 3 pennies, maybe you can't blame them. Love this Omastar. Check this Omastar out. He's like in a sunken city. You can see the stop and go, like walk stop light here. Crossing sign with the other Omastar kind of like hanging out up here. Really cool art. Told you, Omastar's got some really underrated vintage cards. God, this freaking mic's camera arm is right in my way. How many more of these are unsleeved? Looks like water might slightly be pulling ahead of normal with a stack. Cool Magmar. I like the way the blue and the red contrast. Well, I definitely know I have more than one of these Poliwags. I remember seeing him. It's hard to make a good Weepinbell card. My favorite Weepinbell, I don't know if I picked it up, though. It's a really cool one where he's, like, hiding out from a rainstorm or something. See if I come across it. Should be in here somewhere. Hold on, I'm going to take the ones that are unsleeved and move them to my left because that way I don't have to reach by the mic arm. That would make a lot more sense. Ooh, I'm going to sleeve that one up right now. Homia Tauros. Come on. Ooh, Diglett. Call me a Diglett. Nice Spearow. This is Sekio, I believe, right? Yes. I like that artist. Any of the, like, Sugimori watercolor style artists I really like. One of my favorite metapods. I like the ones where they make it look like they're just in their natural habitat. I gotta put all these off to the side and just leave these off stream. I'd be here for probably an extra hour sleeving all these. You can see a lot of the repeats I buy. That's just me like adding it to the cart from various sellers, not knowing because you know the card's 10 cents. Oh, one of the best Paris. Look at this Paris. Probably my favorite Paris card. Look at it. There's a Weepinbell card that's similar to this. But yeah, this is top tier Paris. Artist is Kasube. Yeah, I've liked his art or her art. I'm not sure. Okay, any of these like metallic mid-era reverses that don't have a sleeve, we definitely sleeve them right now. This would be one. I don't want to put those in the same stack as the more current ones. Swear to God, these penny sleeves are driving me crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I have a different pack. Let me try these Fanatics ones instead. Actually, I'm not sure what those other ones were. Let me see how these feel. I think these feel a little better. Get these ones out of the way. Beautiful Jigglypuff. Haven't seen that one yet. Onyx. This Onyx is so funny to me because I don't think the artist intended it that way, but his face is just chopped off. They're usually like most of the ones I have are the 3x3, so like 9 per page, but for this binder that I'm going to be working on, I think I might use a 4x4 or even bigger. Because essentially I want each page to have just one Pokemon on it. With various reverse hollows, stamp cards, like mid-era, like this kind of stuff. But some of the Pokemon I have like so many. This song's terrible. Some of the Pokemon have so many variants that I'm still uncertain how I want to do it. I might break it up into like real vintage, like the ones that are more pricey, like reverse stamp, or like, you know, the real good ones, and then have another binder where it's more like lower tier reverse hollows. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I have an idea for it, I just haven't solidified how I want to do it yet. Wow, we have not seen many Mews tonight. This might be the first outside of the promo card. Ah, fire cards, finally. Gotta say, rock fighting is higher stack than I was anticipating. Wow, that might be one of the first Mr. Mimes of the night. I don't remember seeing many of those. Hold on, I'm gonna move Psychic, Dark, Poison, whatever you want to call them, over here, because I don't like reaching up that high. That long ago. I just gotta remember they're there. Sekio? Yep. I love that artist. First Aerodactyl tonight, I think. I don't think we've seen... There's not a lot of good... Believe it or not, I don't think there's many amazing Aerodactyl reverse hollows. Like, there's a few cool ones, but... Like, this is not stunning artwork, right? It's not amazing. That goes... Ooh, where would Aerodactyl? We'll put Aerodactyl. No, he would go under normal. I was almost going to put him in, like, Fighting Rock. Eh, he'd be fine in either. Just for my sorting capabilities here, whatever's easier. We're about to have a huge batch of unsleeved, so we'll go through these pretty quick. Komiya Magneton. Glad I picked up these Komiyas, because I think a lot of these Komiyas are not pennies anymore. Baba Rapidash. Man, I bought 3 of these Ponytas. Pretty much every time I see that Ponyta, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think I have that, buy it. Man, apparently I really like water cards. Water and normal. Alright, so these are all unsleeved, but I'll go through it real fast just so you guys can see the art. I love that Beedrill. The pink petals just really bring it together with the green. Awesome, Mr. Mime. Look at that art. Love that. You know, sometimes I really like these cards. The super simple ones. Look at that. Just really simple. Like that. I love it. Why can't we get Pokemon cards like that anymore? I mean, I guess we kind of do, but it's not as often. That Jigglypuff looked like it's seen things. Damn, that's a cool molt. Don't tell me that's Yukiko Baba again. No, that is... Doyama? I don't think I've seen cards from the artist before. It's pretty cool. Whoa. Hold on, what is up with the... Is this a Hollow Bleed? I don't think the reverse is supposed to look like that, right? You guys see this? Is this an error? Or is this just a straight up fake card? You guys will have to tell me. This looks like it's Hollow Bleed, right? Because normally a reverse, it's not supposed to be hollow in the middle here. This is from 2016. I don't know, what do you think? That looks like an error to me. I'm gonna put this in a top loader. One way to know. Gotta look online. But do any of you have any, like, I don't remember any reverse hollows being like that. It looks like they forgot the layer of, like, I don't know what you would, or they didn't, like, block it off correctly. If this is an error card, I'd send that in to CGC. It's pretty neat. I'm gonna keep that separate, I believe, until I find out. Or if one of you can look it up and find... I'll tell you the name, the number. 67 out of 124. I don't know what set that is. But if you can let me know if the reverse hollows from this Pokemon set that have a hollow effect in the card for the reverse hollow, then we'll know. You have a Russian Zigazine for your language. Oh, language variant. That's cool. That's a pretty specialized thing to collect. I forget what ones we've already gone through. Okay, yeah, we stopped there. Here's another one. I think. Sort of. It's not as pronounced, but that one kind of has it too. Is it from the same set? No. This one's way more pronounced though. This one sort of has it. Like, you're not supposed to see any holo in there at all. I'm gonna top load that as well. Double check that. I don't know what you'd call that. I could be getting excited over nothing, but you never know. But after you've looked at so many reverse holos and you notice one that has like a weird holo bleed into the card art, you know, it's worth paying attention to. One of my favorite metapods. Wait, here's another one that's like that. What the hell? And it's from that same set. Damn, that's a cool Pikachu too. You see what I'm talking about here? Look. The holo effect bleeds into the art. Maybe just for whatever set this was, they did that? Oh, you got 3 of those now. Damn, that's a cool Persian. Persian's got some cool cards. Why is he always creeping around the park bench? Okay, we got some mid-eras here that are unsleeved, so sleeve them up. Whenever you see this metallic matte, like, or not matte, but like just like plain metallic foil like that with no fanciness, I always think those should be sleeve regardless. I don't care if they're $1 or 50 cents. Cool Venonat. Fire pile is still, look at water, just dwarfs the fire pile. It's a nice Goldeen. Cool Poliwag. Oh, my favorite Duo. Look at this art. I have another one of these because I remember showing it in the video, but look at that. So good. Who's the artist? Eri Yamaki. Let's get these look at all these cards I'm gonna have to sleeve so far. Alright, we're getting down to the final stack here, pretty much. Just one more to go after this. Alright, these are super modern era. Silver borders I'm not like super interested in for what my goal is here. So any of the silvers, we're just going to put those to the side. Oh man, that's a cool Pidgeotto. Love the background colors. Pidgey. These lazy TCG sellers. Come on, TCG player. Put the damn cards in a sleeve. Sekio, yep. Sekio definitely one of my top 5 artists, top 10 for sure. Okay, this needs to be in a sleeve because this artist with the knit Pokemon, some of these have gone insane lately. Sleeve that right away. Any Komiya, Yukamori, what is it, Ito, whatever that does the knit Pokemon. Gotta sleeve those. It's a nice war turtle. Not a lot of cloisters tonight. It's a nice Dratini. I think is that Sekio? Starting to really learn the artist just by looking at the art. This is Kimura. Yeah, I just like it's just the same group of artists that I tend to always like take a second look at. Yukamori Metapod. We'll sleeve it. It's a Bob Espiro. Just love the colors. Some silver slipping in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, you ready for this? When I bought these on TCG Player, they were so cheap that I bought 6. And I have another one somewhere, I think. So I think I have 6 or 7 of these. They are all getting sleeved right now. Sadly, I didn't do the same for Hypno. I knew these were gonna go up too, but I was just like, whatever. It didn't concern me too much to like stockpile them. But I think those Clefairies are only like $1 or $2 each. Now I think it's like a $20, $30 card. I don't even know. But anyway, here's how the artwork connects. How cool is this? So here's Hypno, hypnotizing you either into like Rainbow Zone or I guess Nightmare. So dreams or nightmares. And then you can see Clefairy ended up in like Dream Zone or something. But in here, it looks like he actually sends Clefairy to the Nightmare Zone. And then you can see the Hypno hanging out back there. So the artwork connects. It's pretty cool. So now that I showed you that, now I can finally put the Hypno here. Actually, this is top loader. Oops. This is top loader worthy. Do I have used perfect fit sleeves? No. I don't think those are very safe anyway, because if they get any kind of moisture and the card starts to warp, those sleeves can make it worse. The curving. Alright, let me just throw these in sleeves. I'm not going to top load all of these. And I'm going to keep these... I'm gonna put them... Where do I want to put these? I might just like put them back in a bag together. Have I thought about doing a binder by type? Kind of. I just really want to do this binder where I keep all of the same Pokemon on the same page. So like when you see a page, it's just like all different artworks for the same Pokemon. It's going to be Generation 1. I mean, obviously, you can see what cards I have here, but like my idea is a Generation 1 Kanto Pokemon binder where every page is one Pokemon. So page 1, you know, would be Bulbasaur. Page 2, Ivysaur. Then Venusaur on the 3rd page. All right, I'm actually just going to put those with the E-Series cards to keep them protected. Fire card. It's a good thing we're getting to the end of the stack, boy. I gotta get up and walk. What time is it? 1:30? Honestly, I could always just go to the gym and do something there. Damn. And here I have like a new desk set up in here. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be better. No, it's not better. Card game streams still kill me. Oh, it's a cool Eevee. Oh, I do have this Squirtle. I think this Squirtle shot up to like $20, $30. I probably got it for like $1. I'm gonna put that in a top loader. Yeah, I might as well, right? Like, just stream Evercade while my back is already in pain. Yeah, that was a nice Caterpie. This Caterpie right here. That is from Kaizumi. Alright, this is the last little stack I have, I believe. And then I'm done with stage 1 of sorting. Stage 1 is literally just sorting them by, like, general typing. So, you know, the rock fighting pile here, the fire pile, the water pile, the psychic, dark, like poison kind of pile. Back there is electric. Behind that is like normal and dragon, and then grass pile. So that is all this sorting was. That was the goal of this, is to do preliminary piles, and then after that, which you know, is definitely not going to be tonight, I'm going to take each one of those piles and then I break it down into piles of specific Pokemon. Paris, and then I can finally start figuring out what I want to do with a binder. Kangaskhan, Tangela, Drill. Oh, I love this Golem. Is that Sekio? Who is that? Kimura. Yeah, it's always like one of them. Butterfree. Farfetch'd. Magmar, Rapidash. We'll take more for the fire pile. I think this Lapras card got a little pricey. Ninetales. Kimura, Voltorb. Ah, my favorite Nidoking. I've shown this before, but like, check that out. It's the coolest Nidoking. He's like coming out of a cave with a little Nidoran. Sort of like a colored pencil look. This is from Mina Nakai, looks like it says. Gotta look into more of their cards. Oh no, the fighting rock pile. It's getting too big. Ugh, no. Stay. Golem's just like rolling down the hill. One time you spent a few hours sorting cards and your cat knocked a ton of them off your desk. Oh, jeez. Sneaky gray border. No sleeve. We haven't seen a lot of Jinx cards. Oh, I didn't even realize. I never noticed that. So I always saw her here like posing. But I never realized that behind her was a Machamp. Isn't that funny? She's there like trying to impress the Machamp. That is from Saito. Saito? Nuki Saito? Saito? Here we got some unsleeved. That's a nice Clefable. No wait, Clefable is sleeved. So that goes here. Oh, I love that Farfetch'd. Check that out. No Metapod, he's gonna get eaten. Yeah, your binder's all Black Star promo in one, full art V's, regular V's. I just want to do a binder that's a little unconventional, you know? Something a little that caters to my interests. My interest being vintage and mid-era reverse holos with Kanto Pokemon. So I'm looking to make a binder where like nobody else has that binder at all. Like there are binders where okay, like it's all that one Pokemon kind of thing. I don't know. I just want my binder to be super unique to me. But my goals with that is a cool Weedle. It's Plasma Blast or one of the plasma cards. My goals with it make it a little difficult. Oh, look at the cute Caterpie. Caterpie's definitely got some of the coolest cards. Because there's just so many of certain Pokemon, it's going to be rough. Like, how do I pick what ones I put in there? What generation or era of cards do I draw the line at? A Baba Primate. A Baba Starmie, nice. I always love seeing that. I picked up some Yukigo Baba cards when they were pennies. Baba Execute. One of my favorite Bellsprout. One of my favorite Nidoran. Check that out. Probably my second favorite Nidoran card. Silver border. Probably just picked those up because they were so cheap. They were probably like not even kidding, like 3 cents each or something. So I'm like, well, in case I ever do something with more current silver border Kanto, I'll get them. Dark cards are always so hard to tell if they're hollow. Poor Parasect, they did him dirty. That's not a very flattering card. I bet you this is one of those cards where you can like look at the art and figure out where in the game that is. Right, it probably corresponds to somewhere in one of the games. The last card is a beautiful Sekio Voltorb. And then I got this one little stack here that will be unsleeved reverses. Now there's probably, like, there's definitely still more reverse hollows that I have somewhere for Pokemon Pie in like some of my boxes. In throughout. Actually, I just remembered there is a really cute Bulbasaur that I have behind me here. Hold on. But it's a pack fresh one that I pulled from the pack. So I want to keep it separate because if I ever grade it, check this Bulbasaur out. I forget what pack this was from. Awesome Bulbasaur. But this was pulled fresh from a pack. Centering's a little off, so. Like, I want to distinguish the ones that I pull from a pack myself. Keep it separate. Alright, getting this open is going to be a challenge. Goodness gracious. Do not use Scotch tape when it's this tight. How the heck am I going to do this? Gotta be kidding me. Gotta use painter's tape when it's that tight. I don't even want to use an X-Acto blade on that. Come on. Well, I mean, this is a good learning process. If I ever ship some cards out myself, I'll be sure to never package it like this. Looks like I dented the execute trying to get it out of here, but whatever. At least it wasn't an expensive card. But yeah, do not do that when you ship cards. Ooh, nice spell sprout. I love these like super simple ones. Oh, that's Sugimori. See, I think I want to do... See, this is the conflicting part, right? Like, I would love to do a binder of all Sugimori cards. Old, new, doesn't matter what it is. Just his artwork and a binder. But the thing is then, some of the cards I'll have to double dip on, because I'm sure in another binder I'll have like this card in a Bellsprout page. So it's weird. It's like, I don't know how to go about it. Huh. I love that Lickitung. Ababa again. Such a cool card. A lot of those I think I have already. Alright, so here's the unfortunate pile of cards that I'm going to have to sleeve that did not have penny sleeves on them because of lazy TCG player sellers. That's not going to be fun. Alright, and then here's the piles. Here is Fighting, Rock, just a lot of brown and gray kind of Pokemon. Fire, believe it or not, was the shortest pile. That's surprising, to be honest. I could swear I've got more fire cards around somewhere, but... Just give a quick thumb through here. I love that Magmar. Okay, water is the biggest. Just slightly bigger. Obviously, you know, it'll depend on what ones are more sleeved and top loaders, but I think it beats out normal type barely. I do love water Pokemon, and I guess this kind of confirms it. Look at this stack. So then I will take these stacks and I will break them down by Pokemon in the future. Gotta be careful with some of these ones that are not top loaders. Some of these are pretty expensive. Even if they're not in a top loader, I still gotta top load them up. Have I played Kodalko? A while ago, yeah. I mean, it's a contender to stream again in October one of these years. Psychic, Dark, Poison kind of Pokemon. I really want to look into those Hollow Bleed cards. I'm very curious about what's up with that. Hold on. Oh, man. That Haunter not being in a top loader is bothering me. I'm gonna get him in a top loader. Yeah, Kodalko's a pretty good game. Cool atmosphere, cool music. Here's the electric pile. Little stack. Hold on, I want to get these two together. It just looks so cool. Fire Red Leaf Green, Pikachu, Raichu. And they face each other. It's pretty cool. Alright, the normal pile, which is a pretty big pile. Almost as big as water. That Dratini being on the bottom is bugging me. We're gonna put him on top. Have I played Union Arena? No, I'm not familiar with it. Hold on, some of these cards turn sideways. Grass pile. Some of the like first edition gray stamp or like cards I plan on getting graded. This guy should be here. Actually, he be over with them. I'm not gonna thumb through the whole thing, but this here is one of my piles of non-Kanto Pokemon, so like everything that was from further generations that ended up in my collection for one reason or another. I don't know why the Chansey's in there. Mystery boxes and whatnot. And this is another well, I guess I'll just leave that in there, but I got another stack of just like miscellaneous Wizard of the Coast, like stuff that doesn't fit my theme of what I'm going for with this binder. I showed the E-Series stack earlier. And then I still got to look into what's up with these. Specifically that mime. I really hope it's an error because this Pikachu would classify as the Hollow Bleed error then. Like, it's really subtle on the Pikachu. But it's there, you can see it. That hollow sheen right here should not be going into the artwork. It's interesting. Could just be a lighting trick with my lights in the top loader, I don't know. It's very noticeable here though on these two. So I'm gonna look into those off stream, find out. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the different type of stream. I should be opening that jungle pack soon. I was almost gonna do it tonight, but I'm like, man, I'm starting way too late. Way too late to be opening a heavy jungle pack. I'd still love to do it in a stream, but like I literally have nothing for Pokemon to open. It's like, how am I gonna open a heavy Pokemon pack when I have no other Pokemon stuff to open with it to get like people hyped? So I may just have to do it as a video, to be honest. As much as I want to open it in a live stream, I don't know. It's tough. 'Cause that's why I've been putting it off. I've been wanting to do it in a stream, but I literally can't get any Pokemon. And I would buy some modern Pokemon just to like open it in a stream, to open that heavy pack alongside with it. But I can't get it, and I don't want to pay the prices that modern Pokemon goes for. It's crazy. Anyway, I gotta get up and move around. My back's killing me, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had fun seeing all the random stuff I've collected over the years from eBay, TCG Player, conventions, whatever have you. Really lucky I bought these when I did, because a lot of what I collected here, not all of it, I'd say like half of it, 30% of it, the crazy reverses and stamp cards and all that stuff is going insane these days. So I'm glad I got what I did when I did. I have more Pokemon, but like some of it's kind of tucked away in different spots and everything. This was just like the most accessible to just like grab and sort through. It's the bulk of it. And then one of these days I gotta go through my graded collection. I want to do like some videos on the graded cards I've collected over the years, specifically the CGC stuff I've collected. I have a lot of cool CGC Wizards of the Coast cards, like, you know, the commons and stuff like that. Nothing, I don't have too many crazy cards, but I have a lot of Wizards of the Coast or like early generation, like, you know, cards that came out in the first decade of Pokemon cards. Graded in CGC's 10s and stuff, so that's kind of nice. Anyway, time to get to bed. If you have any Machamps, I'll be throwing off for sale. You may be interested. You're trying to collect all the Machamps. I'm not sure if I had many, too many Machamp doubles. I'm sure there's some of them in here. I think the way I'm going to sell cards, like if I sell Pokemon cards on my eBay, it's going to be, I'm going to theme it, right? So it'll be an auction or a buy it now of like all the same Pokemon. Or like Pokemon themed around one another. So like Starmie and Staryu cards together. Or just like water Pokemon cards. That's probably how I'll do it. But I'll keep you in mind for the Machamp. Oh, alright, anyway. Well, that's going to help me get to bed. Sorting Pokemon cards, one way to make you tired. There'll be more videos coming soon. I got to get up another Digimon pack opening that I recorded like over a week ago. So I got to get that up soon. I'll be back to my normal stream. You know, we'll be playing something tomorrow. I don't know what. Maybe more PS1 stuff. Been liking PS1 streams lately. Alright, have a good night.